Well, good afternoon, good evening, or even good morning, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Christian Jengra, and I'll be your host this afternoon, morning, or evening. Now, my wife is usually with me on Tuesday. She's actually out in doing an actual presentation, so I'll be hosting alone today. But again, every Tuesdays at the same time, same location, we are hosting this wonderful presentation. Now, folks, before I begin, just a little bit about myself. Tammy and I, as a matter of fact, have been in network marketing arena for well over 25 years. Me personally, it's been about 28 years full time. We've made a career in this business. And the reason why we've been able to do that, it's because of the knowledge that we acquired over the years. And in fact, we've helped thousands and thousands of people over the years to earn a full-time income. First of all, I wanted to welcome Russ. Thank you for joining us. And Gary, thank you for coming in. And you and I'm from Ghana. Nice to see you here. And we have here Obasima, Rita. Thank you for being here. And you and I'm, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. And folks, the goal of this presentation is to really help families to be empowered by a global opportunity, because we've witnessed this over and over and over again. Excuse me, I have a little itch in my throat from time to time. I I wants to cough, but I'm trying to hold it back. My apologies for that. Now, at the end of this presentation, excuse me, apologize. At the end of this presentation, I'll be sharing with you an event that we're doing here in Toronto. So please stay tuned, because you don't want to miss out on these kind of events, especially if you may know some people within the Ontario area, within 2 to 3 hours driving distance from this event, because it'll be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. So again, we want to empower families with what is about to be massive, massive. This opportunity is coming at a time right now that people need it. So our goal again is to turn your dreams into your reality. So the question that I'm asking you here is, why are you here? Of course, we want to turn our dreams into reality. That's what we want, right? We want to be able to stay at home, maybe less work and spend a bit more time with the family, be able to have money to invest. One thing, folks, that's really important. If you stay close to Tommy and I, you will find that it's not just about making money. It's about to use that money and invest it into areas that will give you passive income, if you understand what I'm meaning. But for that, as you can see on the far right here, is you need money to invest. And that's exactly what this opportunity is all about. Especially now they're talking about you'll have the option to convert your US commissions into crypto. This is huge, because there's countries right now, there is a lot of issues dealing with US transaction, US credit cards. So when we're using the crypto, it opens a new gateway that is going to change the face of God Backup. So while you're here, obviously we want to change our dream into reality. So again, as I stated here, is God Backup is really here to help average folks, people like you and I, with above average work ethics, because it's not a business that will build on its own. It will build by you doing the work. And that's why you see by the end of this presentation, we talk about the support that we provide to you. You don't just sign up with God Backup. You sign up with a culture, an ecosystem that's going to teach you how to build your God Backup. So a little bit about the company. The company began in 1997. In fact, I met Joel. It was around that time. I forgot exactly what year. It might have been 2000, maybe one or two. The point here is they're a Gatineau, Quebec company that migrated into the United States in Dallas, Texas. Not Dallas, but in Texas. It's actually closer to San Antonio, I believe. And the reason for that is because in Canada, where they were at the time, they did not have the physical fiber optic to be able to support the bandwidth that he needed to support the customer base he was building. That's really that simple. So he went into the US, to where Microsoft and Toyota and Google and all of these big, big companies are utilizing some major bandwidth. So for that reason, the fiber optic was able to support the growth and the future growth that God Backup is actually seeing right now. It's a 10,000 square feet data center, folks. So what's really interesting is it's using a tiny segment of that 10,000 square feet, and it could support up to 1 million users. We're crossing about 35,000 users right now. Do you see what's going on here, folks? We're still in the infancy. The timing is really, really good. And before I get into the benefits of our products and the opportunity behind it, I think it's important to understand what are the trends, because there are two major trends. The one we want to talk about here is the one that everybody knows. Almost 7 billion smartphones in the world. I believe this is a conservative number. I think it's way more than that. The fact here is we're looking at massive growth, high demand, which conveys into financial success, high financial success. This is the reason why Tammy and I chose to be part of this venture, this company, because they offer a service that everyone needs at a very affordable price. I'll come back to that a little bit later. So the fact here, folks, if you look at the usage percentage of global mobile traffic today from 2020, from 2011 to 2023 and up, look at the excuse me, look at the numbers. 6% to 60%. This is quite significant. And again, we're just toying with this. I'm telling you, folks, that in the future, I truly, truly believe that our cell phones won't need any memory. Everything is going to be online. I think I can see that we'll have these little glass, transparent glass, like we've been seeing in those futuristic movies. And it's you're going to see the displays, and you're going to find that it's going to be connected to our Wi-Fi service, to our cloud service. And this is, I believe, how the future will be. So, folks, we're just touring. We're at the infancy of growth when it comes to cloud service. So we're in the right place at the right time. Again, I'm not going to go through all of those, but look at all the percentage of cell phone use. It's quite significant, right? The one that I find kind of interesting, is actually going to the bathroom with your cell phone. I mean, it's so funny, but I see myself, my wife. I mean, people talk about it all the time. You're sitting on there, and you might as well make the time productive. And here you are on your cell phone. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I barely pull my credit card for any transactions anymore. I use the Apple Pay, for example, right? The Smart Pay. So again, the cell phones is such. I don't know if the word addiction. I mean, I'm sure yes, it's part of it, because I know there's people addicted to their phones, and if their phones are not around them, you may get some kind of withdrawals, if you understand what I mean. But the point is, it's an everyday use, and that's what's so important. So the fact is, the cloud service, it's only going to grow from here. So again, I want to welcome everybody here. I know some of you are signing in as the presentation starts. So welcome to all. Now, here's another thing. And sometimes we forget. It's like, where sometimes we hate paying for insurance, and you happen to be traveling, and God forbid something happens, and you decide to skip that insurance. It could be quite harmful to not just your well-being, but your financial being, if you happen to be traveling in a foreign country and you're not insured. See, when I talk about insurance here, I'm talking about backing up your stuff. People don't think 2 seconds about that until the device is lost or broken or stolen, right? About 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged their cell phones or lost their data. So again, it's unfortunate, but this is almost half of the population. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. I think these are conservative numbers, because there's more people using these devices today than before. A laptop or cell phone is stolen every 43 seconds. It's unfortunate, but it's the reality of life. Now, nobody likes having to buy a new device, but it's nothing worse than losing decades of data that covers your own life. Think about it. In fact, the owner of the company went through this. And if you listen to tomorrow's evening presentation, I know for some of you might be late. It's 8 o'clock Eastern time, and he does a presentation. But remember, the calls are recorded, and he shared that story that stimulated the idea of creating this God backup service. So I'm sure everybody recognized these messages. They are annoying, because we know, right? Companies are always ankle biting fees or income all the time. They're like little, just always looking for ways to keep chip at your salary, and it's frustrating, right? So because you're paying now for cloud service, and from your maybe the cloud, maybe Apple Cloud, maybe the Google Drive, maybe Dropbox, whatever the situation is, and then here's another one, here's another one, here's another one. So what's happening here is that everybody wants to get paid. And when people see that, they got frustrated. Oh God. And the thing is, they have no choice because if they can't store their data, they know they're at risk. So again, this is one of the situations that people are looking for a solution for. They want to migrate all this stuff into one area, which is a lot less expensive, and that's what we'll cover. Here's the other global trend that's really important: is making more money. Now, if I may use the North American numbers here, 42% of Americans have a side business. I mean, my kids, they're in that generation, 18 to 25, right? My son is 21. My daughter actually just turned 26 now. She's going to be 27. I can't believe that. I still remember when she was in diapers, 62%. 62%. What about the rest of the world? See, what's happening is my daughter right now is traveling the world. She was in Thailand. She was in Australia. Then she's going to in Thailand, and then she's going to be going to the Philippines, and she's traveling the world. And this is something that you want to do when you're young, not when you have a family and all these responsibilities, which ironically, my kids have grown up, and Tammy and I have traveled all over the world. We've been to Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa. We've been to East Africa and Kenya. We've been to all over the Philippines. We've been all over Canada, all over the United States. We've been all the way the Americas, all the way down to El Salvador. We've been to Australia. We've been to New Zealand. We've been all over the world. We've been to Japan, Hong Kong, all over the world. If I look at my Apple map, it's crazy the amount of little red dots I have based on where I took my picture, right? That's one of the benefits by using these smart devices. It keeps a GPS of where you are, that you're on the Wi-Fi or using the service. The point here, folks, is these trends are very, very significant, and people are looking to make more money to be able to live a better quality of life. So now you can leverage these two global trends with God Backup. That's what we're talking about here, folks. So let's talk about this a little bit. God Backup's the only company that offers 6 terabytes. And bear with me, because I know other competitors are coming along and they're adding to their offers, but just bear with me, okay? 6 terabytes of storage space. You can have up to 6 different accounts. So 6 different members of the family or whoever you want, you can generate an account for every one of them and decide how much space you want them to use on your 6 terabytes. Unlimited amount of devices. Folks, I have people who have an iPhone, an Android device. I'm talking to you through a Mac. Behind me here, you can just see a little bit of it. It's a PC, right? So I have all these devices, and they're all connected to my God Backup service. I mean, think about it. 6 terabytes is more than I will ever use. The fact here is all that for $10 a month. But here's another thing that often people come to me, well, what this company offers this company offers that. Do they pay you? God Backup is paying me thousands of dollars at the moment, every month for telling others about a service that everyone needs. Do you understand? So it's not just about the service itself. It's the fact that it also pays you to tell people about another service. They share their profits with their consumers. That's what's going on here. I'm telling you, the competitors do not share their profits at all. They'll gladly tell, oh, we'll give you a few extra space to be able to share. For sure. God Backup offers you 6 terabytes, and you can even get more for dirt cheap. And here's some of the competitors. iCloud, $10 a month, 2 terabytes, one user. Dropbox, $10 a month, 2 terabyte, one user. And keep in mind that this could vary from companies to companies. Now, Google Drive, same thing. And I know there's Microsoft that are offering their software and everything else. Again, they're not paying you. And I assure you that once they hook you on their system, they will start upgrading you. Like in Canada, we have Bell Canada. Great service, great price at the beginning. But if you stay with them for a few years, trust me, by the time they're done with you, you'll be paying the premium. But here's the thing, is we have family plan here for $10 a month, 6 separate accounts. And the fact you have priority support, you can choose to pay monthly or yearly. Here's one of the big advantage. If you pay yearly, you save 2 months. So you pay from January to October. November, December is free. That's another perk. And also keeps you active for the entire duration of your 12 months. So if you're in business, they don't have to pay every single month. You pay one time, once a year. Really, really, really cool. Now, again, to summarize, God Backup is a cloud service. 6 terabytes, $10 a month, include up to 6 accounts, Android, iPhones, doesn't matter. Automatic backups and forget. I synchronize all my major directories, my downloads, all of these things. And every time someone starts with me, I show them how to get things started. It takes me about 15 minutes. Everything is up and running. The app is installed. The pictures are uploading and everything else. Really, really simple. And you got access your photos, your documents from your cell phones. So the app on your phone, it's basically a portal that you can access everything that's in your computer that you backed up on the cloud. Military grade encryption. People so often ask me, how secure is this? Right? How secure is this? Well, folks, it's a standard, right? It's an actually industry standard. Every single companies like Google, Dropbox, Microsoft, all of them, they all have the same military grade encryption security. It is basically an industry standard, and they have to have that to be in business. And 10,000 square feet of data, as I mentioned earlier, folks. So this is really, really, really interesting. It's a phenomenal solution for many people. Again, folks, it is the only storage service that will pay you. Do you understand? The only service with a cloud service that will pay you. And folks, there are some amazing things that are coming up with God Backup over and above a lot of the promos. And I'll share with you a promotion that's going on right now. Now, I love this comment here, Evan. Absolutely, right? I just absolutely love that. So the fact here, folks, is as we keep moving forward here, okay, let's talk about how we get paid. Okay, this is a quick presentation here, folks. How do we get paid? One is what we call direct referral commission. This is really good. Let me tell you why. See, on month one, remember the price is $10 a month. So the first month you receive, you can see here, $20 on month one. So what's happening is if you pay $10 and you receive $10, that's a 200% commission on month one. So whenever you sponsor someone, you want to make sure that the moment that person comes in, they activate on the spot, because you will receive $200, excuse me, $20, which is 200%. So if you choose to, oh, sorry, and then month two all the way up to the end, you'll be receiving 25% from the subscription fee, which is very standard, which is really cool. Okay. Now, here's what happens. If you are hungry and you want to make money, remember, we get paid in US dollars. If you happen to be in Nigeria, I don't know what the exchange rate right now to the Naira, but I believe is like, it used to be 300 several years ago when I started doing business in Nigeria. Now I think it went up to 1,500 Naira for $1 American. In Ghana, I think it used to be 2.53. Now it's like 12. It could be 10. I know it varies. But think about this. You get paid in US dollars and it's converted into your currency. Canadians, I love it. Right? It's at the moment, I think it's 1.35. The fact here is if you sponsor 20 people, which is not hard to do with a service like this, it's $400 on month one. So if you need money now, just get to work. Go out there and tell everybody about it. But then after that, you're going to receive $50 every single month based on the fact that you're earning 25%, right? From each of them that are coming in. So month one, you make $400. And then month two and three and so forth, if everything stays the same. And of course, it's not just the people you sponsor. You'll see what's going on here. It's really, really attractive. Okay. So that's direct referral commission. You get paid when people come in. Now, month one is 200%. After that, it's 25%. On the second way we get paid, it's what we call matching check commission. The matching check commission is 25% matching check on the income of your direct referral. I just talked about direct referral. So every time someone comes in, whatever income they earn from that, you earn 25%. So if everybody gets to work, folks, you get a nice matching check also based on the work that are being duplicated. Let me give you an example. Those 20 people, let's just say for the sake of discussion, they make about $200 a month. They're out there, they're building a business, they're recruiting people, and they're earning, let's say, an average of $200 on a monthly basis. Well, you're earning 25%. So you earned $50 per business partners. So if you multiply it by 20, folks, that's $1,000 a month. That's the second way you earn income. That's a matching check commission. The team commission, this is really cool. This is what we call their, excuse me, your retirement income. I'm drinking a little bit. For some reason, I have the little itch in my throat, so I cough from time to time. So number three, it's what we call team commission. I like to call it retirement plan. Okay. As you're building your business and getting paid on the direct commission and getting paid on the matching check from your personal's direct commission, you also get paid on the volume that's generated in a binary. And here's how this works. A binary means two teams, left and right. If you understand the term is 0, 1, it's basically one or the other. So what's happening is indirect referral has to be someone, it happens to be someone that you didn't introduce. It's someone that was above you that introduced someone. Just like you introduced this person here, direct, on the right side of the direct referral. Well, that person also, the direct referral that you see there in green with the red little body there, did not introduce the one underneath them that says direct, that's in yellow with the white little body. You did. Just like you benefited from the indirect from someone above you. That's the benefit of a binary, is you benefiting from the combined effort. And the way this work is you earn team commission. One is your need to remain active. That means that you want to remain active because one, you want to access your data. You want to keep storing your data, right? It's just normal. But two is you also want to get paid. And then step two is you invite others to do the same. And then step three is you start earning commission. Now look at the graph. You see it's power leg and pay leg. All it means, power leg, is there's more people on the left side than they are on the right side. It's a no-brainer. I totally agree with that, Obasima. Absolutely correct. It's a no-brainer. So the moment you got 4 people on your left and 2 people on your right, you are qualified to get 1 cycle. So the moment there's 6 people in your business, it doesn't have to be brought in by you. It's a combination. It's a combined effort of you doing the work and your upline and online sharing the same leg doing the work. It counts everything. So at this point, if I see that there's 4 on my left and 2 on my right, you get 1 cycle. It's as simple as that. Let me ask you a question as I'm sharing here. If let's say you got 8 on your left and 4 on your right, how many cycle is this? As I'm waiting for you to answer, just write it down to on the chat. You kind of let me walk you through this. So, see, my goal is I want to cycle 10,000 times. Let me tell you why I think this is very, very possible. If you look at Dropbox, that is correct, Esther. Well done. If you look at Dropbox has about 700. That's correct, Evan. 700 million users. They've been in business for, I don't know, 15 years or so. Got back up. We haven't got a year yet. We're at 35,000 and growing. People haven't caught on to that wave yet. But do the math. Let's say we get 100,000 users. Let's say we get, I don't know, 250,000 users. What about 500,000 users? What about 1 million users? Do you understand what that means? These people have to go somewhere. If you happen to be an active builder, the chances are that a lot of these people may end up on your left side and your right side. And that's how the cycles are calculated. So go back to my statement. My goal is to get about 10,000 cycles a month and up. And folks, I'm telling you, it's going to happen without a shred of a doubt. It is just a numbers game and time. This is the power. And how do we get started? It's a $20 one-time fee, not a few thousands, not 1,000, not 500, not 600, $20. And then you choose pay monthly or annually. Very soon, you'll be able to pay through crypto. We have also our virtual wallet through our God Backup. The person who invited you here can explain to you what that means. If let's say you don't have a credit card or you're having issues with credit cards or doing a credit card transaction, you can pay them and they can send you a link for you to register with an amount that's already been assigned to your account. There's so many things that we can do today, and it's just getting started. The reality is you pay monthly or yearly. I recommend yearly. One is because you're active for the whole 12 months. So when you pay yearly, you don't get paid one time in that month. What they're going to do is they're going to divide the 99 into 12 months. So the company absorbs 2 months for you. They are so generous, by the way. Every month you'll be active, or your person that you sponsor will be active. And their authorship, in matter of speaking, is in a year from now. Isn't that cool? So for the next 12 months, you're going to get paid. This is super powerful. That's why I teach my team to utilize the yearly payment if it's possible. You can always upgrade. If you can't afford it right now, cool. Start with the 997 and then upgrade a little bit later. That's simple. We are currently we are currently in 128 countries around the world. This is cool. There's about 168 countries in the world, 128 countries already, and less than 6 months. So we're about 6, 7 months now. So that's very, very powerful. I hope you understand what I'm telling you here, folks. This is growing. People want to make money from all over the world, and got back up as different portals to be able to pay everybody around the globe in US dollars. And again, for those of you that have MetaMask, or I should say a crypto account and a virtual wallet, you'll be able to transfer this money into your virtual wallet, and you can feed your projects to increase your income, passive income. Folks, the possibilities are endless. And we also have recognition, right? These are the precious metals. The moment you make $20, you're a bronze, and it goes up to copper. When you make 250 US, and it compounds. It becomes very, very attractive, right? So what's happening here, folks, is we have folks that are gold that have made $1,000 already, quite a few, as a matter of fact. We have quite a few people that are in a platinum level, which has made over 2,500. And the reality here, folks, is that we also have the diamond tiers. Now, right now, many of us are in the gem tier, right? Tammy is in, my wife is in the first gem. I'm in the second gem, and I'm moving towards the third gem. And then I'm aiming for to become a diamond. And for me to become a diamond, I know that a lot of my personals are going to be in the gem tier. And my goal is to become, for example, black diamond. I know when I'm there that I'm going to have a lot of my personals are going to be in the diamond tier. Do you understand where I'm going with this? You're coming along with me. You just have to tell folks about what's going on. And the system will keep you accountable. And at the same time, it will keep you informed of what's going on. And here's, as we end this presentation here, folks, we have a personal referral link. The moment you sign up, you get your link on the spot. You get your personalized landing page. So that way, when you send a link to someone, they end up on the landing page with a video, and then they can put their name and their emails, which will populate an email marketing system that is included in your $10 a month. Right? I'm laughing because I'm paying about $140 a month for another service that offers all of these things. There's other perks with it, of course, but the fact is, this is what email marketing system costs: $50, $100, $70 a month. This is included with your $10 a month. People have to understand what you get for this. It's not just a gut backup, folks. You get a complete marketing system. You get a marketing tool. You get regular online presentations, such as this one, and the ones that are hosted by the company and many other users. We have trainings every Saturdays. My wife and I conduct a training. This coming training, we're going to be training you on how Tammy and I are actually handling our email marketing system. You want to be there. Okay, so make sure that you're connected to our Telegram group, and that you're connected to which your leader. Maybe your leaders might be connected to our Telegram group if you're not in ours. And that's so totally cool. We want to make sure that everybody grows, because the cycle benefits everybody. So if everybody does better and got back up all around the world, doesn't matter if it's my team or not, it increases the cycle value. If the cycle value increases, my income increases, your income increases. Do you understand? We're all connected. Even though we're not in the same team, we all are, in a sense. Because if the value of the company profits increases, the cycle increases, our income increases. Do you understand? This is why I love this plan. It's really a win-win for everybody. It's not a me, myself, and I kind of system, right? So the online presentations and the training support are critical to help you evolve and grow. And as we end this presentation here, folks, is we have a product that everyone needs and everyone can afford. This is the reason why I chose this company. This is the reason. One is because I know the owner. He's a very good friend of mine for a few decades. But in the same time, it's a price that everybody can afford, but it's a service that everyone needs. You just need to go out there and let people that know that it exists. That's powerful. And everybody can get paid through the payment portals that we have. So this is really cool. And it's getting better. So, folks, it's time to get started. Let's turn our dreams into reality together. Look at this beautiful family, probably coming from their beach house behind them, walking towards the beach, just doing their daily routine. The fact here, folks, is I want to help you to live the life that you want to live, not the life that you have to live. This comes from my very good friend, Dr. Albert from Ghana, who said that once, and I think it was back in 2016 or 17 or 18 in the stage. And I remember him saying that, and I kind of stealing that from him, right? It's not the life that you have to live, but the life that you want to live. And that's what we're all thriving for. And as we finish this presentation here, folks, I want to let you know that on Friday, if you know anybody in Toronto, make sure that they get invited to this presentation on December 15th. We're going to be having a lunch between 5 to 6:30. And then after that, we'll be registering for the presentation from 6:30 to 7. And from 7 to 8, we're going to be conducting this presentation. It'll be Joel and Eve, his beautiful wife, and is going to be there with Tammy and I and a few other leaders to be to host the actual event and to welcome everybody to this wonderful presentation. And here's another thing that's really interesting. This is an email that came out just recently. The 2% Club. For some of you that maybe have listened to the Eric Worre event, and I do recommend for you to be part of that. I highly, highly, highly recommend for you to be part of this. And the reason why is because it teaches the network marketers in a safe and generic environment how to build your business. This is where Tammy and I gets all our stuff. And one thing that Joel was actually part of, and he listened to the 2%, he listened that 2% of the population will actually generally recruit people into the business. Only 2%. So those of you here that have recruited more than 10 people, you are in that 2%. We want to encourage more people to recruit their first 10 people. So here's the thing here, folks. Very simple. The moment you recruit 10%, you're part of that 2% club. And from there, whoever has the most amount of recruits in the month of December, first place will receive $500 US. Second place, 3. Third place, 2. And then fourth, all the way up to the 10th place, you get $100 each. Again, these are incentives that Joel offers to kind of, incite people to get to work. So, folks, listen, you're looking at here and a great opportunity. Don't sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. Take action right now. And most importantly, if someone decides to enroll and get involved, make sure that they install the software on that day or at least within the next 2 to 3 days. Don't let them just fend for themselves. Make sure that they install the software. It takes 15 minutes. And if you don't know how, I got many trainings that are available that you can actually utilize. I know I did one with Dr. KOA on installing on your cell phone, which is either Apple or Samsung or PC or Mac. We did one with the two of us, and it's part of our board. Okay. So, folks, again, thank you so much for attending. Really appreciate you all. And you guys are absolutely great. Stay the course. Keep moving forward. Do not let go of the prize. Even if it's a good day or a bad day. Good day, it's easy. Bad day, stay the course. Keep moving forward. And thank you so much for attending. And I look forward to our next presentation together. And bye for now.